guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenna Mackie and happy Valentines. So I'm not sure if this video comes out on Valentine's Day itself. Hopefully it does. But if it doesn't, I hope you had a great Valentine's, and if it does, I wish you a great Valentine's. But the point of this video is for me to be reading romances for 24 hours, not straight. I will be timing myself, seeing how many romance books I can read for 24 hours, and I think it's gonna be fun. So hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Jenna Mackie, and let's get into today's video. I kind of already started an audiobook yesterday. I started The Do-Over by Lynn I was listening to it and I was making this gummy bear thing. I'm done crocheting it and it took me about 100 pages of listening to do it, as well as making my bed. This is why it looks nice and clean today. But the point is, I know it's an audiobook and I said I'd be reading, but it's kind of my videos or my rules, and I don't know if I want to pick that up first thing, but that's something I'm in the middle of reading, so maybe we'll pick it up later in the video because it is a romance. And I'm also in the middle of reading this book, My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. I kind of started this for a different video which got scrapped. I don't really know if I'm ever going to post it. I have it in my drafts, but we shall see. But this didn't come in time for the video. And then it came in later because Amazon messes my orders up way too frequently for it to be a coincidence or a chance. And I was pissed, but I was enjoying the book, so I was just like, you know what, it's okay. I managed to read, I believe, like about 10 chapters of this on Kindle, but then it's been over 8 months since I picked that again. So I have the physical with me. We could restart this book potentially in this video as well. But right now, I feel like reading on my Kindle because I just finished a book today on my Kindle for a different video, which don't know when that comes out either, you will see. But I have my Kindle with me. I don't know if it's very charged, we shall see. But I'll go start my first book now and we'll start the timer together as well. So it's 7:17 on Sunday, February 11th. And let's just start this timer, alright? I don't know how long it's going to take me, I don't know how many days. Hopefully it won't take too long, but even if it does, as long as I have a good time. So I'm going to try to tackle as many romances I have in my current radar or my TBR, and we shall see how many I get done. It'll be a good way to test how much time it takes me to read as well, because I've never actually timed myself. I don't know, it sounds fun to me, but let's start. And the challenge has started. If I sound out of breath, it's because I literally just came up the stairs. And I should probably stop it. I'm going to stop it while I'm talking, but I came up the stairs and apparently I can't be athletic. Not even a little bit. So I'm going to go pick myself a book to read. We shall read, and I will give you my first update soon, hopefully. But this is going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it because I've never done one of these before, but it seems so fun when I watch other people do it. So, happy season of love, happy Valentine's Day, and let's do this. Hi guys, so it's been a while since I've updated. It's nearly midnight right now, and the thing is, I'm not really tired or sleepy. After the last clip, I ended up listening. I know I said I wouldn't, but I ended up listening to my audiobook for a little bit. I switched on the timer, and right now I am an hour and 7 minutes into our little reading challenge, which is so fun. I'm not really getting stressed out with the time yet. It's not dragging out, it's going fast, it's flying by. But the point is, I was listening to The Do-Over by Lynn as my audiobook, and I ended up painting my nails. I did like an okay job of it. It's like this pink that when it catches light, it shines gold. And I mean, I think it's cute, but I'd really like to go back and fix it at some point. Just not right now, I'm a bit tired. But essentially, I was listening to The Do-Over for like an hour, and I just picked it back up from whatever I listened to previously. And right now, I'm about 50% through the audiobook, so I'm halfway through it. And I think now is a good time to give you my synopsis and then tell you what I'm going to do next. So, The Do-Over by Lynn essentially follows this girl called Emily who has like a terrible Valentine's Day. So her boyfriend, she catches him cheating on her. There's all these other things going down in other aspects of her life. And essentially, crisis is all over and she's just really sad and disappointed because she was so excited. She was planning it out. It was going to be the perfect day ever, and now everything's gone downhill. So she goes to bed crying and disappointed, and guess what happens the next day? she wakes up and it's Valentine's Day all over again. So essentially she keeps repeating the day and she doesn't know how to break out of the loop. Every time she goes to bed at night, she wakes up, it's Valentine's Day again. It doesn't become Feb the 15th, it's always the 14th. And the same things go down in different ways, but she's trying to fix it and make the universe finally like give her February the 15th. It's just not happening. And so then at some point she's just like, you know what? Hell with it. I'm just gonna do what I want, and then essentially formulates Day of No Consequences, which is called the DONC. But she's doing all these crazy things and she's being so badass, and she wouldn't have done that normally. And this book, it's really reminding me of Inner Holidays by Christina Lauren, which was the first book I read with the same Groundhog's Day trope. And it's so funny because I was just thinking about this book while listening to the audiobook, and this woman, Emily, she's reading a Christina Lauren book in this book. So I feel like my life is made. That was just all I needed. I love this book so far. This is my first Lynn painter, and I can clearly see why people love her. My book talk is obsessed with her because, you know what? This book, it's obsessed worthy. I'm really enjoying it. I think I just love this trope in general, and the fact that she's got the little like writing style which is flowing by really fast. It's making all these things happen. And especially after my past couple of disappointing reads, especially right after reading Akatar, which I loved Akatar, but then I read a couple of disappointments after that, and I've really just been wanting to go back to that universe. The fact that this is holding my attention and really making me want to focus on this is amazing. It's all I needed. Honestly, this is what I was looking for in my past couple of reads. I didn't get it, but I'm getting it now, and I'm really happy and satisfied. I can definitely feel our main characters, their chemistry, because she kind of gets paired up with this guy who she keeps smashing her car into by mistake every morning, who is also her chemistry lab partner, and he's like grumpy. It's very sweet. Honestly, I would recommend. I think it's YA, but the way it's done is so good, because I think the book I finished earlier today was also YA, but I really just did not enjoy that, and in comparison to that, this is like worlds better. It's so much nicer, it's paced nicely. I'm really enjoying it and I'm having a good time. I'm also like detecting these little like Taylor Swift references, and it's so funny because at some point she's like crying in the bathroom, and there's like a, I think, New Romantics, her song, there's a reference to that wherein there's the lyric, "We don't cry tears of mascara in the bathroom." We don't, because that's what her friend is telling her. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. The Taylor references in this book, especially coupled with the fact that she's coming out with her new album this year, I feel like my life is just coming full circle, and the fact that this is all coming around the same time. She announced it this week. I'm reading this book this week. I'm not okay, but also I love this book. The only thing is, since I'm listening on audio, I am a little tired constantly just having my earphones plugged in and listening. So I decided I want to take a break from that, and I was just about to come and start a new book, but then I decided I'm going to update you guys. So my options right now, or at least what I was thinking was, I could pick up my physical copy of My Roommate is a Vampire, but I'd have to reread whatever I'd read back in October of last year before I, soft DNF'd it until the physical came in. Because I was reading on Kindle, and then Amazon, they delayed my physical. I think I already said this, but essentially I want to pick this back up. It's just like a little intimidating to me, but I definitely want to pick it in this video. So this is an option for me for right now. And then on my Kindle, I was actually considering either buying Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez or Blindside. I've heard amazing things about these online, BookTube, BookTok, everywhere, and people seem to really love these books. The only thing is, I don't know which one I want to read. I know right now I'm not inclined to pick this up because I feel like just sitting and holding my Kindle. I don't want to hold a physical book. So I think, I'm not sure, honestly. I feel like I want to go for Blindside because it's set in college time or whatever. Do not hold me to it. I'm not sure. I'm telling you what I read from the Goodreads summaries, and I really feel like a school sports romance would probably do it for me, at least right now, because I'm not in the mood to read like something about, adults. Not right now. Not especially after reading The Do-Over and reading The Girl in Her like college years. No, I feel like reading something like that. So I think I'm gonna go with Blindside. It's probably not like The Do-Over. I don't think it is. I just feel like it. So I'll update maybe when I get like a couple hours more in. But so far this challenge is pretty easy. It's maybe just because I was doing audiobooks, but hey, my video, my rules. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'll update soon. This is how far I made it last night before I stopped and I went to bed. and I'm gonna pick back up the next afternoon, which is right now, from 2 hours and 41 minutes. And I'm 5 chapters into Blindside. Let's see. Hopefully we can get one of the books done today. I'm hoping do-over because Blindside is taking a little bit of time to read, but we shall see. The tiredness is kind of starting to kick in, even though I've literally slept all night long and it's fresh. It's the new morning. I'm okay. I don't know. We shall see. Hi guys, so it's the next evening technically because I haven't updated, but I've been reading all day long. It doesn't feel like it. Time is going so slow, but then so fast when I'm, getting into the book, so it's kind of weird. But it's currently 6:08 and I am 4 hours and 46 minutes into our challenge, which is so fun. I have picked up Blindside, like I said I would last night, and I am 8 chapters through it, I believe. I was reading on my Kindle because I don't have the physical, and if I sat and ordered it yesterday, it probably wouldn't be here in time. So I got it on my Kindle, which I do not regret. I'm actually having a good time. If you need like a Kindle fast book rec or something, like a book suggestion, I think I would recommend, because I've just been like flying through the book, and maybe it might be because of the challenge that I have to, read, but also I feel like it's just because of me, and I am a slow reader. So if 8 chapters according to you in whatever time it took me to read it, because the time 4 hours and 46 minutes, it's also from listening to the audiobook or the do-over. But if you think it took too long, I'm a slow reader, take that in mind. But for me, I feel like I'm flying through this book. It's essentially about this girl Gianna who works in media relations. So she essentially tries to like fix all the media issues for these like football players, but they play kind of professionally, but they're also like college athletes. I don't know how to explain it, but essentially one of the days she needs to get this interview done, and she goes to the football dude, whatever, the guy who plays it, and she's asking him to be cooperative, whatever, but he's just in the biggest like worst mood ever, and he's supposed to be like sunshine, a really sweet guy. So she's trying to figure out what happened, and it turns out his like high school sweetheart kind of dumped him, and he's not over it because they were supposed to marry and stuff, and he's only 19. But anyway, so essentially the guy Clay, he's sad, he's not being himself, whatever, and then they like sit through meetings or whatever, and then one day he figures out she actually likes this guitar dude. So he is like a musician, and she is kind of out of that guy's league, Sean. So she kind of wants to get him, but also she can't. It's her fantasy, whatever. And Clay strikes up this fake dating deal wherein Gianna goes out with Clay, but that's fake, so that she can get Sean interested in her, and Clay's ex wants to get back with him then. Something like that. But essentially it's just to get the people they love. It's not for them to actually get bonding or whatever. But we all know what happens when there's a good fake dating trope thrown in. I don't know. I'm having a good time. It's fun. I love the whole college football aspect, even though I think it's a little heavy on the football side. Because I don't play football, I don't watch football, I don't really know anything about it. So I am a little lost there. But apart from that, I'm having a fun time. The things they the banter, alright, the things they talk about and they say to each other is like so good, it's top tier, and they don't realize it's not like fake or anything, because it's when they're alone and from others, but they're still doing it. I don't know, I'm having a good time. I'm flushing, I'm getting all flustered. It's such a good book, but so far so good. I'm really enjoying it, and I was actually gonna continue reading, but then I realized that my Kindle, it's down to its last 10% of battery. How do I let this happen? Honestly, I do not understand. But essentially I can't read right now, because if I pick up another chapter, it's probably just going to die out on me, and I don't want that. So I think I'm going to put it to charge and instead take a break from this book, and I'll go back to our audiobook of the do-over, because I do have a couple of errands to be running right now. So it's alright. I'm going to put this to charge. Hopefully in the next hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, we can pick it back up, read our book. But until then, I'm actually updating to say that I'm going to start, or no, I'm actually going to continue listening to the do-over, not start it, because I've already started. But I'm having a good time on both books, so far this video is looking up to be a success. I'm having a good time, and yeah, I'm probably just gonna go keep reading, listening, whatever right now. But yeah, that was the update. I still have a few caffeinated snacks that I went ahead and bought in yesterday's little convenience store trip, and once I start getting sleepy, whatever, if I want to hit some hours, maybe we'll consume a few of those together. But so far I'm not too tired. It's getting a little repetitive, but it's fine because I'm not bored. The books are great, and it's not hitting me yet, the challenge, but I am getting a little tired. So when the time comes, we shall see. For now, so far so good. I will update in a bit. Okay guys, so it's been a while since I've updated. It is currently 12:53. It's past midnight. But I finished, so I was listening to the duo the entire evening and I finished it at around 9 o'clock. But I never actually came in because I had this goal in my head wherein I was like, you know what, today itself, anyhow, I could literally force myself into it, do whatever, but I had to, in my head, reach at least 10 hours of reading, the reading goal. And so I was just listening to the audiobook, then going back to Blindside, whatever. And around 9, I ended up finishing the do-over. That book was so cute. I am not over how adorable it was. I love how every chapter at the beginning there's like a little confession that shows she's not always a good girl, she's a bit like a bad girl as well. And it's just so nice and sweet. All these little things that happen, the way it like lines up in the end, the way the do-overs, they stop at some point. And then she's done all these things and it's like messed everything up, and now she doesn't really have a fallback. It's not going to repeat the day, so all her mistakes, they aren't erased. She's got to deal with them. And the ending was just so realistic but also unrealistic in a way that it warmed my heart and it also melted my heart at the same time. It was so sweet. I was giddy the entire time. The way the main male character in it, Nick Stark, the way he talks, I need a Nick Stark in my life. Why was that so adorable? I'm not okay. And then the fact that people say, I think her other book better than the movies, that's supposed to be even better than this. I don't know how you can top this and go up from here. I think this is peaking. So if someone says, if the entire book community says that you can only go up from here, I've got to give it to her. Lynn Painter, she is a queen, she's a legend. I love this book so much. I think this might hit the top 5 romance books I've ever read, and so far I've read many. So far I'm sitting on like a 4.5 star rating for it. Nothing really didn't make me want to give it 5. It was just it didn't give me that 5-star feeling. But I think if I keep thinking about it for some time, maybe I will. But for now, I'm sitting on a 4.5. It was really good. I loved it. It just didn't really live up to my 5-star one. So for now, it's a 4.5. Which that is not a bad thing. It's still good, but it's a 4.5. And then as I went to like look at the official playlist of songs for the book, because I was listening on audio, I didn't really have a reason to check out the playlist. Tell me why 2 songs, Ghost of You and Amnesia by 5 Seconds of Summer, were on it. I'm unwell. I'm not okay. Lynn Painter, she is an absolute queen. I stan her. I'm gonna go follow all her accounts, freak out over her posts, everything. That is my favorite band, and those are a couple of my favorite songs by them. I'm not okay. I'm simply not okay. I know I'm being a little over dramatic over the situation, but if you were in my place, I don't really find their music in playlists very often. So when I do, it's like I've hit jackpot, which I have over here. But I loved it, and I'm really excited for her new book that is coming out this year. And I'm also really excited to get to Better Than the Movies by her and all her like other books, her backlist, because I think honestly it's been a long time coming. I should have gotten into reading her books earlier, but now that I have, it's gonna be an addiction that I cannot stop. Listen, you cannot blame me, alright? I've been looking up her backlist, like doing my research. I have to read some. And her new book that comes out, it sounds so interesting, so I'm really excited for that as well. I'm really hyped. And then I ended up going into Blindside. So I was reading, and then I actually made it to in total, okay? So the audiobook I finished listening at around the 7 hour and 15 minute mark. But right now I've hit 8 hours and 36 minutes. And that's actually because after that I decided I'm going to pick up Blindside on my Kindle because I just felt like reading it. I don't know, I've just been in the biggest reading mood, and that especially after the fact that I've been slumping since like I don't even know how long, maybe 6 months at this point, which is not normal. I need to try to fix this, but I've been really meaning to read, so I was like, you know what, if I feel like it, I'm gonna do it. I picked Blindside back up, and I'm just such a giggling, giddy mess over reading this. It's so cute and sweet, and the things they're doing, the banter, the tension, the way they're trying to get his ex and her, the guy she likes, so good. I definitely, these two so far, the duo I 100% recommend, but this book, so far, I really recommend. I reached chapter 10, which is about, I think, 103 pages in, or 102, something like that. But it's like just about 100 pages in. I just came to update to say that, listen, I'm reading this book and I cannot be torn away from it. I want to sleep right now, but I don't think it's physically possible from the way that things are taking such a turn here. I'm just so excited to keep reading. And because I was starting to get a little tired and I ran out of all the snacks I ended up getting yesterday, which that is also not okay. That is concerning behavior. I ended up finding this strawberry milkshake and I was just like, you know what? Listen, we are doing a reading romance books for 24 hours video. Pink nails, pink drink, strawberries. This is on theme. And I was like, listen, you know what? I have to bring it on here, show it to you guys and drink it. So I'm gonna pop this now, I'm gonna drink it. I'm so excited because I'm a little hungry too. That just keeps happening. But I'm gonna go, my bed looks comfortable right now. I'm gonna continue reading Blindside, hopefully till it hits 10 hours. And then I'll go to bed, which is gonna be very late by the time I do. But also I'm having a good time, so no regrets here. And then I'll come update you guys in the morning, tell you my progress, my thoughts. And hopefully we can finish Blindside by tomorrow. Because so far I said I would finish the do-over today, which I did. Maybe I can predict, Maybe I can be a little girl and predict. Because I'm having a good time. But the thing is, Blindside is like 400 pages long and I still have 300 pages left. So, who knows? We shall see. But also, I want to read. That's all I want to do right now. I'm going to go do that now. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there. I'm going to go read and I will update tomorrow in the morning. And hopefully you'll see me then. Bye. Good night. Hi guys, it's the next day. I did not hit the 10-hour mark, but it is update time. I did not hit the 10-hour mark yesterday. I hit it today, which is alright. It's okay. I'm starting to slow down, really slow down when it's coming to reading right now. And this challenge is starting to really hit me, but I think that's alright because I'm having fun still. And the thing is, it's currently 8:08 exactly. And I could have potentially read more today, but I was procrastinating like I always do. So I've read exactly 12 hours and 1 minute. And then I switched my timer on and I'm like, oh my god, we're halfway. So I was like, listen, I need to come in, update you guys, whatever. And as it turned out, I finished chapter 15 the very second I switched the timer on. The timing is so good, but I finished chapter 14. I am on chapter 15. But I'm 40% through Blindside, which means I'm at page 162 out of 400, I think. So we still have quite the way to go. And we have quite the way on the timer as well. We've still got half of the challenge. But honestly, I'm having fun. I'm definitely reading more than I normally do in one day. I'd maybe read a couple hours today and stop. But I'm just going, and honestly I want to go back in and continue with the book right now because it looks so good, the bed. I don't have anything else to do. I don't have a life, so let's go read. Now the thing is, I should probably get my work done, especially for school and whatever, but listen, I'm just a girl. Can you blame me? This is girl dinner for me and I need to consume as many books as I can because it's genuinely a problem at this point. But I'm gonna go continue reading now. I just really feel like it and I'm having fun. So Blindside is good so far. I love the pacing, I love the story. It's so funny and cool and the banter is amazing. This is such a good book, honestly, and I'm gonna go keep reading now. That's the halfway mark update. I'm having a good time. It's flowing and speeding by. I kind of wanted to finish the video today, but listen, life had other plans. So I'm gonna blame that. I'm gonna blame my procrastination on life and I'm gonna keep reading now. And I'm having a good time. I'll update maybe when I finish. I don't know when I'm finishing the book. On the timer thing at the bottom of the Kindle it says 5 hours and something. So I'm assuming if I round it up it's 6 hours and we still have a bit to go. So we shall see when I finish it. Maybe not today, but listen, let's keep our hopes up. And I will hopefully see you. I don't know. I don't even know when. I'll just see you when I see you. Okay, so same spot guys. It's been a hot minute since I've updated. It's currently the 16th of Feb and it's 8:07 in the evening, as you can tell. I didn't even come in on Valentines, which is so funny because this whole video is supposed to be reading romances. But anyway, I've been busy the past couple of days. That's why I haven't come in. So happy Valentines. Happy late Valentines, but happy Valentines anyway. And I haven't really got any reading done since the last clip. I read whatever I did that very day and then maybe 20 minutes here and there, not much. And so far I actually realized that I hit 20 hours and never came in to say I did, but we have essentially under 4 hours right now, and I'm still reading Blindside. Listen, that book is huge, it's ginormous, and it's getting... Okay, I feel like it's dragging out at this point. I never actually came in to say that. I was enjoying it last I updated, but now I just keep trying to pick it up and I keep putting it down because this is not what I want to read right now. I actually want to read this because I've had it in my possession for a while. Any guesses? You know how I did an ACOTAR filming little reading vlog thing? I've had the second book for so long now. I don't even know, honestly. I don't know why I haven't picked it up. I'm dying to pick it up and go back in that world. And so every time I come back to this book, I keep getting distracted thinking of that. And there are all these slow things happening. I have like I think I have a little over 100 pages left. And the thing is, it's slowed down so much. The plot is just like gone slow. I said that, but the characters, they aren't like interesting enough for me to want to stay for them. I just want to, get done with it, cut to the chase. But it feels 100 pages too long, and I'm just saying that because I have 100 pages left and I want to be done. But listen, I'm ready to be done. I'm looking at the words on the screen right now. I'm staring at them. I'm trying to focus, alright? I'm really trying to focus very hard. I'm reading the words. I'm reading the sentence. I'm reading it like 4 times over, and my head is just not in it. It's in ACOTAR and how I want to read that so bad, the second one. And so it's taking longer than I thought. I should have finished this by now. I should have finished it quite a while back, in fact, because 20 hours, that is a lot of time. But I haven't, so here we are. And hopefully I will finish it. I think I will in this video, because it'd be crazy if it took me 4 hours to read 100 pages. I'm not that slow of a reader, so we shall see. But the update is to say it's going very slow right now, so I decided to kind of get myself in the mood. I had my mom make me pasta. I'm trying to show you without it spilling. And I love this kind. This is my favorite type. So I think what I want to do right now is sit down, eat my pasta, read. That's how I'm gonna encourage and motivate myself to finish at least the reading portion of this vlog by tonight, because it's just taking so long. Why is it dragging out? The vlog is dragging out because the book is taking time. That makes no sense, but it's slowing so bad. I'm just so bored and I just want it to be done. So that's the update in, I don't even know how long, 3 days. But I'm gonna go keep reading now, hopefully finish and come back when the 24 hours are done, because I'm so excited to just get done with it. The book is gone really down for me. That's all I'm gonna say right now. I'll give you my final thoughts and updates once I finish, and I'll see you then. Bye guys. I just realized that the whole clip you saw these little reflections while I was talking, and before you start assuming it's some weird UFO thing flying out my window, no, it's just my fairy lights. Please ignore. But yeah, that's all. I'm literally actually gonna go read now. Actually. And I'm not gonna procrastinate. Hopefully not. I don't know, we will see. But I'm gonna read, okay? I'm gonna try my hardest because I'm just not interested. I'm just so ready to be done with these characters and move on. And that's not a good sign. Listen, I think I'm in a slump, okay? I will see you. Bye. I'm getting into an existential crisis right now. Bye. Hi guys. So it's been a few days since I last updated. I think that's just the whole essence, the whole theme of this video. I keep coming in, I keep saying it's been a few days since I've updated, but this time I legit have a logical, valid reason. That is because I kind of felt sick the last couple of days. So I did finish Blindside, and tell me why. Okay, it's 8:19 on February the 19th. So that gives you context, but I wasn't here the last couple of days even though I finished Blindside. That's because I was sick. And tell me why I thought that I was gonna take all 24 hours reading Blindside. We still have an hour left, so we're 23 hours and a minute exactly into the challenge, and I have finally finished Blindside, and I came in to give my final thoughts before we could go finish the challenge off. So I read Blindside on my Kindle, as you guys saw, and the thing with this book is I felt a little too long. I was enjoying the beginning, I was okay with the end. The middle, it felt dragged out to me, and the conflict, I could predict it coming, and I know romance books are supposed to be fun, predictable, no brain power, but this one, it was a little... Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Do look up triggers if you are reading this book, because there are mild things that go on in this book that not everyone would want to read. But the thing is, I didn't really hate the book, I didn't really love it either. I don't have strong feelings toward it, and now that I've let my thoughts sit, it's been a couple of days since I've come in, I definitely see why I did not enjoy this as much as I thought I would, despite all the amazing ratings that I've been seeing on Goodreads. And there are many reasons to it, but I'm going to summarize it briefly for you because you literally do not care. You did not ask for all the TMI. So in Blindside, when she's at this one point with Sean, the singer the musician who she's like obsessed with, he calls her princess and she goes, ew. But then when the main character Clay calls her princess, she just completely ignores it. And the fact that he calls her the nickname kitten, that just icked me out every single time. Every single time it came, I was just like, give me a valid, good reason as to why I'm still reading this book, because that nickname, I'm sorry, I just hate it. That was the most annoying part maybe of the book. Apart from that, I know it's supposed to be set for like college kids, they're 19, whatever, but it felt more real life, more professional than college kids. It felt very adult in a way that the age rating, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be adult, but the story it felt like it was set for adults, or it felt like the characters were adults while I was reading it, because there was so much professionalism talk, whatever, but there was no like college and classes and all these other things you have to manage. It's mostly just a sport and them doing that. The storyline, it did go by pretty fast, but then again, the middle, that's what I'm gonna blame for the fact that I did not enjoy it, because it just simply felt too long and too dragged out. The book was about 400 pages, just a little over 400, and I'm gonna say it, I don't enjoy romance books above like 350, 400 pages, around that mark, if it's not a slow burn. If it's something else and if it's done really well, if it's like a favorite author, that's alright, but something like this, I'm just really iffy about it, and going into it, I did not realize that. So when I was reading it, that hit me really bad in the face. It backfired, and that's my own fault, so I'll take responsibility for that. But then there were a couple of other things that was just really annoying me, like I just mentioned to you guys. And apart from that, this was apparently the second book in an interconnected like standalone series. So the other ones, they like follow other characters, which makes sense because I was enjoying the side character's romance story more than the main character at some point. And those were already there in book 1, and then there's people to come in book 3, introductions were being made, which was very cute. And by the time I finished it, I did contemplate getting the next book. I'm not even gonna lie, I did think about it, but then in the end, I'm gonna choose not to read it. I might in the future, but for the present moment, so I don't get into a slump, the book wasn't intriguing enough for me to want to get into the next one ASAP, but it wasn't bad. So my final rating, I'm thinking I'm gonna give it like a 3.253 stars. On Goodreads, I gave it like a 3, which is again not bad, it's not terrible. It was like a palate cleanser. Maybe that wasn't what I needed at the time when I picked it up, because maybe I just wanted to read something else. The second book of Akatar, like I've been talking about it. But yeah, it didn't hit, alright? Wrong book, wrong time. That's what I felt like. And it wasn't bad, it's just that's what I got. And so for the last hour, as much as I want to like pick another like romance up, I want to pick Part of Your World up so bad, I actually am going to force myself to read this one, My Roommate is a Vampire, because I've already read a few chapters of it. If you see the bookmark, it's at the very beginning. I have not started, but I read a few chapters on Kindle a few months ago when I decided this is the right book, wrong time, and I wanted the physical copy. So I stopped on my Kindle, I got the physical, and now I just never picked it back up, because this was around October time when it was still Halloween spooky season, and now, vampires, it's February, so I don't know, it's still the month of love. So I think I'm just gonna pick this up, and I know this is gonna be a guaranteed fun one because I was really enjoying it back in October, and so I don't fall into a slump, this is what I'm gonna go with for our next pick. So for the next hour, I think this is all I'm gonna be reading. Thank God we have only an hour left. I don't know how much longer I could do, because I've been sick, I've just not been able to read the past couple of days, and while I have missed it, I don't know if I think I'll be able to read today fine, but if it was more than an hour, I don't know if I'd want to do it. So it's a good thing we have an hour left. I'm gonna go read this. I will come finally update and finish this vlog off once the 1 hour mark has been reached, once it has been done. And yeah, that is for my updates that I wanted to come give you. Blindside wasn't really terrible, but it wasn't amazing, blows your mind, whatever. It was like a fun, easy to read, palate cleanser, no brain cells, no brain power required. It was fun. It just wasn't what I needed at the time, and that's on me. But I think this is what I want to get into right now, so I'm gonna go do that. and I'll update once the 1 hour is over. We're so close to the end final line. I don't know. I'm running out of brain cells because I've been talking so long. But we're so close to being done. I'm so excited. It's definitely taking its toll on me, this challenge, and I just want to be done now. So I'll see you guys hopefully in a little bit. Hopefully in an hour's time once we're done. And yeah, bye. Oh, and a quick little thing I forgot to say. The romance plotline of our main characters in Blindside wasn't very engaging enough for me to like want to pick it up and read it for that sake, because there was a point when they were both denying what they felt for each other, but when they realized it, they were just avoiding each other, being like, oh my god, the other person doesn't feel the same way. And that's like the most annoying trope, again in my own opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. But I mostly just picked this book up because it was Super Bowl time, and I'm not really into football. I don't know anything about it. I don't watch it, but thank you Taylor Swift for getting me interested enough in it. And I picked it up during like Super Bowl time, like I said. So the football talk in the book also kind of threw me off because I just don't know anything about it. So I felt really stupid when they were talking about their matches and games. And that's primarily what the focus was on, apart from the romance. So outside of the romance, it was mostly on the football and the games. And listen, I cannot play, I don't watch it, I don't understand, so I felt really stupid and dumb, which was not the point of the book, but again, I get it. So it hit while it had to hit. Well, she reads like romance books, and the guy, he read her romance books, and you know, just to make her happy or whatever. It was very cute, that plot line, but there were so many other things that didn't hit for me, so it's like a 3.5 stars maybe. But again, Taylor Swift, you're, I think, primarily the only reason why I picked the book up. So yeah, thanks for getting me into football, I guess. That's the reason why I picked the book up, in case anyone cares. No one does. I just forgot to say that, so I had to come in and say it, and now I'm finally going to start reading. And so guys, it's as I'm editing this that I've realized that I never came in to give you an outro, but we have finally finished our 24 hours of reading romances in honor of Valentine's Day. I know I didn't say it at the time, but again, happy late Valentine's Day. We are done with the challenge. I'm so happy and so excited, and I have a little update to give you on the book I actually picked up. But then apart from that, we're done, and it's so exciting. I'm just really happy. So my roommate is a vampire. This is what I read for my last hour. I actually made it to chapter 3, which is page 34, and I'm this far in, so not very far, but also I'm actually very grateful that this was the one I took off of my shelf, because I've been seeing it for so long, and now that I've picked it up, I'm getting back into it. I'm ready to continue and finish it and see it to its end this time, and I'm having a good time. So this was a good choice. And mostly this video did consist of good choices, so that was also fun. But we had a mixed range. But this book is essentially about this woman called Cassie. She's being evicted from her apartment and she needs somewhere to go. She's looking for an affordable place to stay, and then she sees this Craigslist ad for like a house, and then there's like this room, and it's like underpriced for what it's supposed to be priced, because it's in like the expensive, the rich part of the locality or whatever. And she thinks it's a good offer, but also she's like suspecting and doubting it, but then she does end up taking it up at the same time. So she moves in with this guy called Frederick. She moves into his house, the room, the cheap one, and as it turns out, he is actually a vampire, this guy on the cover. So she finds that out pretty fast, apparently, because I've read that. This is beyond what I've read, but I've already read it on Kindle and I'm remembering little bits. So she finds out he's a vampire. He doesn't have touch with reality. He is still in the old-fashioned sense, and he essentially had this room out so he could like figure out the modern workings of day. So they start, you know, going about their life, whatever, but she starts falling in love with him, and that's the whole plot line. Also, he's got secrets to hide, so take from that what you will. I'm having a good time so far. If you want my complete thoughts on this book, they will be coming out in a different video I'm going to start filming for later this week, so don't worry, they're coming soon. I don't know how soon exactly, because I'm very slow at editing, but they will be coming in a video eventually. and up until then I think I'm just ready to go. This vlog is done, so I'm ready to go pick this back up, finish it, and actually see it to the end this time. Like I said before, this is already looking up to be very highly rated on my radar because I'm loving it so much. I don't know why I didn't pick it up all this time, and this was a very good choice for the last hour because I'm not slumped out. I'm really excited to read it, but at the same time it's something I can finish fast because it's only about 300 pages, I think. Yeah, it's about like 350, so 340 pages about. I can finish it soon, get into the other books I want to read, and this is kind of perfect. So it was a fun little challenge. I hope you guys had a great time watching it. Let me know if you did in the comments. Let me know any thoughts you may have about any of the books I've read in the video, if you've read them too, if you've rated them, if you had them on your TBR for the future. And yeah, happy Valentine's again. I hope you had a great one. I hope you've had like a great month of February. It's the season of love. Go pick up a fun book, read it, let me know your thoughts. Let's just start a conversation. Alright, and that's gonna be fun. But that's it for today's video. I will see you hopefully in my next one. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and bye.